Hello, my most wonderful and splendid fire signs, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. This is your Tarotscope reading from the 15th right through to the 31st of October. We're going to see what's coming in, what's going out, and anything that may sit in between for each of these signs. Now, let me just get the little bumpy bit out of the way first. I've got two competitions running, both for free mini readings with myself. For competition one, all you need to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, is to comment on a video or as many as you like, and to like a video. On the 31st, I will pick someone at random who has done all three, and they will win a free mini reading with me. Also, the second competition number 2, is if you enjoy this channel, you enjoy my content, and you recommend me to other spiritual friends or other people who will also benefit or enjoy these readings, then all they need to do is pop over to the channel, subscribe, watch a video, and drop me a comment with your name, with your YouTube name if you like. But there's got to be something that's going to identify you. So when I see it, I go, there we go, they recommended them. And whoever has recommended the most people that have commented and tagged their name, they will win the free mini reading on the 31st. It will be announced. Now, that's the competition bit out of the way. I wanted to also say a big thank you and a big shout out to all of my new followers, to my existing followers, subscribers, whatever you want to kind of call yourselves. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you, the new ones, the old ones, the returning ones, whichever it is, because, you know, it makes me realise that all the time and effort that I do creating these free readings and this free content for all of you is beneficial, because it makes change within your lives, and I appreciate that, you know, and I appreciate that you appreciate me. Lots and lots of appreciation going on here. So if you are new, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. What else did I need to say to you guys? I always forget the beginning bit, you know, so much bump. Anyway, let's get that. If you would like a paid reading, I am running out of space. I've had a sudden influx since the lovely Dana shared me on her channel. Thank you so much, Dana. That's Dana at Tarot Time, I think her YouTube channel is. She's absolutely fantastic. Since she kind of recommended me to a lot of her followers, I've had a lot of bookings coming in. So please bear with me if you do contact me for a private reading and I don't get back to you straight away. Do know that I will be contacting you, but it's just a case of balance, of finding my temperance so that I can get back to you all. Now, I think that was it. So how this is going to work is, if you drop down into the comment section below in a moment, tap your timestamp and it will fast forward you straight to your reading. We're going to kick off with Aries. So Aries, you don't need to go to your timestamp. We're going to start with you. But if you're a Leo or a Sagittarius, go tap your sign. So hello, Aries. This is your, oh, look at that, Aries. We're jumping out straight away for you. Aries, this is your reading. We're going to have a look what it is that you need to know. I feel at ease with you. I feel energetically there has been a lot of movement. There's been a lot of change in your life. You may find that somebody has resurfaced from the past. You may find the past is going, yo, hey stranger, I'm here again. Randomly, I just heard, I don't know if it's the Backstreet Boys. Guess who's back? Back again. No, that's not. That's Eminem, isn't it? Shady's back. Yeah, that song's like playing in my mind. How random. So yeah, I'm getting that for some of you. You know, the past has come back. We've got a bit of Marty McFly popping in here. You know, he's like, yo, how are we? Or hey stranger. One of those. That sounded really creepy, didn't it? Hey stranger. Anyway, Aries. Sorry guys, a little bit crazy today. I've had my caffeine. So let's have a look. What do we need to know for Aries? What's coming in for them? What's going out? And anything that, you know, let's just tell them what it is that they need to know. Put you over there. Let's get gone. You really chill as well, Aries. You feel to be in a really good headspace at the minute. So well done you. I feel that you've got past your previous blips. So what have we got for Aries? Aries, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Cups. Emotionally, she is tapped in, she's channeled, and she's flowing away nicely. You can see that she's half under the water, but half outside the water. She's not too bothered, and her cup is just nicely sat there. She's like, yeah, this is good. I'm in a good space. So you will find this. This is your kind of current general energy that's coming in for you. You've also got the King of Pentacles. He is someone, or the energy of this card is new home, new life, feeling grounded, feeling complete, feeling that everything has worked out possibly to your highest good, in your best favour. Some of you may now be feeling more at home You may be feeling more grounded, more protected, more complete. It's like an ending of a cycle for some of you. Now, the thing that was causing some issues with you was discomplacency, feeling a little bit fed up with life. You may be feeling that a little bit at the minute as well, but you know, there's some changes that are going on in your external, in your human life, and it's just allowing those things to process. Go and get the things that it is that you need to do to enable you to not feel bored, to not feel disconnected, to not be able to see this gift of love that's coming in. Where was that cup? There it is. Look, see, she's got the cup there. See, the cup is also here. So it's like that gift is there. It can be the gift of love as well. Aries, maybe somebody's presenting some love for you. Maybe they've like, listen, I've got my cup of love. Would you like it, Aries? And you're just like, yeah, I don't know what I want. So up until this moment, you've felt that there's reason to celebrate. You've been able to move forward. You're feeling in a good headspace a little bit again. I know that you can waver in and out, but this is showing me that there's reason to celebrate. You need to reconnect with your friends, your girly friends, your boyfriends, whatever you want to call it, and you need to go out and party. But I think that life has caused some restrictions there. So obviously you're not able to party, but it is something that you want to do. You want to dance, you want to let your hair down, and you just want to feel free. Because Aries, you are very much one of those signs that is a natural kind of flowing sign, and at the minute you're a fire sign, so at the minute you're feeling that your fire has been diminished or it has been brought down somewhat. This is where this energy is coming through, because you're not able to go out, you're not able to enjoy yourself, and it's just causing some issues with you. But I feel that will get better. It's just something that you're transitioning through. So moving forward, you need to make sure that you're balancing your money, you're keeping things in check, because this lady here, she's looking a little bit out of whack. Look, the wind's going to blow her over and she's going to drop whatever it is, her shopping, her money. So they're just saying to you, make sure that you keep an eye on your money over the next few weeks. Subconsciously, you know that it's time to rest. You may be feeling more tired. You may feel now that the stress of whatever it was that you was worrying about, that impending doom that you thought was going to come, you've now realised that it's okay. You're okay. You're safe. You're secure. Very that... when we're babies in the womb, oh my God, what is that word? Fetal position. I feel that you need to go into the fetal position, a bit like that, yeah? Just curl up, get cozy, relax. The weather's getting a bit colder. Get under a blanket, Aries, and just zone out. Because I feel subconsciously your mind is asking you to rest and it is asking you to rejuvenate. But consciously, the person listening to this right now, you're like, I need a new beginning. I need some more money coming in. You may be thinking that you need to make some money or you need to implement some changes so money is coming in. But, you know, we don't need to worry. This is here. It's growing. We don't need to stress. Spirit's advice for you is to look at things differently, to change your mindset and put it more into a positive space, relax, detach, and just realise that there is a lot more going on around you that you're not quite realising. And I do feel that it's just, I'm just really getting kind of taken in by this card. Okay. Their message with this is there's a lot more going on than you realise, you know, but in a positive way. So you may see that life kind of is a little bit boring and you're just like, oh, do you know what? I've gone through all this and I just feel so bored or complacent. But I do feel that there is more going on behind the scenes for you. Now, the external influence with you is strength. So you may be dealing with a Leo sign. You don't necessarily have to be, but this is saying that, you know, there's strength there. Strength in numbers. Put your hand into the lion. She's half lion, she's half lady. Put your hand into the lion's mouth because you've tamed it. Not literally. Don't actually go do that down the zoo. But, you know, that's the kind of hidden meaning behind it. You have that strength. Dig deeper. Now, you may be worried that others may kind of cast their judgment or their kind of whatever's going on with them. You may feel under attack. You may feel that lots of people are different or situations are going against you a little bit, but you're in your snow globe. So you're absolutely fine. This is indestructible. So don't worry. Just get your zen. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just focus and channel on you. Now, the outcome for this, which is absolutely wonderful, because you've, you know, we've got your element here, fire. The King of Wands is very passionate. He's very fiery. Look at his face. He's like smouldering, isn't he? Look. And maybe some of you will have him coming in. You know, that could be a good thing, bad thing. It depends what floats your boat. But he is very earthly. He's very in touch with nature, things like that. But he's also very fierce. So this is the energy that is going to be with you, or it could actually be that person is coming into your life, Aries. So bear that in mind. You know, Aries, if you have a fire sign that is present, which is Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, bear that in mind, because they may be ready to offer you what it is that you wanted last time but you never got. So what is it that Aries needs to know as well? You want that one. All right. Well, why didn't you make it jump out? And you want that one. And you want them to. All right, now they're getting proper keen with you. So solitude, Aries. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Aries, your message here is that you need to be okay with being alone. You need to find ways to entertain yourself. You need to figure out who it is and be comfortable in your own company, because then you're never alone, really. You never feel alone. You never get bored. And I think that's the thing that you need to work on. Lost and found. Once was lost and now can be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realised was lost. So I do feel that you're going to be spending a lot of time and finding yourself, because you're not lost really, but I just feel that you look for distraction. You look for things to put in place to keep your mind busy. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So this is asking you to do more with your time, be more creative. Look at this lady, look at all this magic she's got going on. The owl's here. So we've got lots. The owl's very present with the fire signs. That is interesting. Time, lots and lots of clocks. So bear that in mind for yourselves. Moon energy, the moon's affecting you as well. So keep that in mind. By the 31st, it's going to be feeling a lot better, but you know, it's going to have an impact on you. I hope that's made sense for you, Aries. I wish you a wonderful couple of weeks. Let me know in the description box below if this has resonated with you. Hello, Leo, and welcome to your reading. How am I feeling with you? Let's see. Okay, I'm not really feeling anything. I think that's because, Leo, you're in a place of nothingness. And what I mean by that, and that is not negative in any sense, is like you've got yourself into a space of channeled energy where nothing is really having a huge impact on you at the moment, which is good. It's like you're in a place of power. I think that's what I mean for you, Leo. You're just very zen at the moment, which is good. So let's have a look what we've got for Leo. What is their energy right now? Spirit's like, we just told you their energy, and now you're asking again. I'm like, yeah, because I need some like confirmation. There you go, there you are. Temperance, very balanced, very in tuned. I see some of you Leos are probably like, what does that card mean, Kelly? Tell us, because I know what you Leos are like. You like to know, don't you? You like to know everything. What's going on, the full story before the story's happened. But Leo, you're going to have to wait, okay? So your general energy at the moment, like we spoke of, is the temperance. That's where you've got yourself. You've got yourself into a place of calm, very relaxed energy. You know, you've got yourself back in balance. You may have struggled going back to work, things like that, but now you seem to have got a grip on work, family, children, whichever, marriage. Everything seems to be going back into the flow that it once was, and you're feeling okay, much more rested and at peace with this. You may be knackered, but you're definitely into a good space. Now your energy is fierce. You're going for it. Look at him. He's like, he's running. Where is he running? It's like he's kind of going to war, but he's not. See the Knight of Swords? He is very much pushing forward. He's going. He's got his balance, but he knows where he's going now. It's like he's suddenly gone, oh my God, I left my kid at the shops, you know, when and he's come back from the shops and he's left his kid behind. That's not what I think is going to happen with you, Leo. But it's like he's suddenly remembered he's got to go somewhere. And he's like, oh, quick, grab my gun, whatever that is. I don't know. What is that? A crossbow. And off I pop. So I feel with you, Leo. You've got this surgence. You're going. You're fierce. You're running for it, and you're off. You're going. That's good. That's a really good energy to have. Now, okay. With that, I want to say to you, make sure that you don't burn yourself out in your energy wise. Now, a feeling that could be a challenge is that you feel like you're doing it all yourself. You know I said to you that you've got a lot in balance here, family, friends, relationships. but you may be feeling a little bit, not on, sorry for yourself, but a little bit like, do you know what, I'm doing all this, putting all this effort in, I've got it, I'm doing it. And it kind of makes you feel a little bit of resentment, maybe to partners or others that aren't possibly putting in as much effort as you, or you feel aren't putting as much effort in as you. They're different. Everybody's different. But I think with your energy, it's important that you don't allow yourself to sit here for too long. Yes, recognise if someone isn't pulling their weight and pull them up on it by all means. But don't allow yourself to fester here, because you want to stay with temperance. You want to stay with that energy. You may also be dealing with a Sagittarius. Now, this is the future, and this is good, because if it was this way around, this would be Leo screaming, crying, but Leo doesn't want to be here. So we're this way around. So Leo, you're finding yourself a little less heartbroken by others' thoughts and feelings. You're realizing that it's important not to listen to what other people think of you, what they think about what you're doing, because it's just like, do you know what, if you don't pay my bills, why should I listen to what you're saying? And I get that, I understand that, but it's took you a while to get there, Leo. It's definitely took you a while. So subconsciously, which is your higher self, whichever you want to call it, is listening all the time. This knows we're leaving there. You got 2 10s, Leo. That's really, really good. Without you knowing about cards, it's a fantastic thing for you to have coming in. Your subconscious and your conscience are working together. Subconsciously, you know, leave this mindset behind, the one of worrying about others, what others are doing, what they think I'm doing, what they think I'm not doing. Who cares? Just focus on you and yours, moving fearlessly away. Look at you going. You're looking to the future. You're no longer looking to the past. You're like, let's go. You know, see all of them? They're all facing the future. None of them are looking backwards. And that's what's important for you, Leo. This is what you want. This is where you're going. Subconsciously, you know that you've got to leave any conflicting thoughts that are going on in your head that are making you feel wounded or sad. And you've got to go there. Happy family, happy home, emotionally good. Well done, you. So, the advice that Spirit give you is, you may be dealing with a Gemini, you may not, but this is saying that you need to reconnect with your relationship, your connection. You need to get that real working off the same page, from the same path, singing the same song, whatever you want to call it. You and yours need to be doing it. If you have somebody else not doing it, but you and yours need to be having that energy. If you have someone, okay, if you're single, it's a case of falling in love with yourself, realizing just how fierce you are, Leo. 6 of Swords. So, you know, some things that could be going on is that you are moving away. Like I said to you, you're leaving, you're done and dusted, you're not interested anymore, and you're just moving away from a lot of things in your life, and you're feeling much more grown up now. You're feeling much more, I'm able to do what it is I want to do, and I don't need anybody else. I don't need anybody else to steer this boat for me, because I know I'm just trusting. And the lady here, she's got a sword in her boat as well. So you're feeling very protected by yourself. Now, your hopes are completion. You're hoping that this cycle that you're going through is how and who you are now. Very good. Lots and lots of colours here. I feel really positive with that. I've got one of those. Where is it? I saw it in my little box. Oh my goodness. There it is. No, it's not. I'm lying to you. Anyway, I'm getting distracted with my crystals. You can see what I'm like. I've got one of these little things. My cousin got it for me. Now, cycle. The circle is going round and round. I bet you guys are like, Kelly, where have you gone? You went off somewhere else. But this is your hopes. You're hoping for completion. Now, the outcome of all of this is the 4 of Pentacles. She is somebody who is taking care of her money, taking care of her home, taking care of her life. She's balancing everything, but she's doing it mindlessly. She's not worrying too much. So just make sure that you're not overly focused on work, or overly focused on being present somewhere else, that you're actually missing out on the good things at home. So keep that balance, because you've got that balance there. Make sure that you keep it, Leo, during this time. So Leo, okay, so everybody's got this one. Moon energy, we've got 2 full moons during October. The second one is on the 31st, and the first one's already been. So watch out for the moon, because you are getting lots of intuitive messages, but you're also being affected by the moon. So it's saying surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, the fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that that your mind is at rest, or it will soon be. possibly. Pure intention, make sure that what you're thinking about is pure, is positive. Patricia needs to pop back in for you. You know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know who positive Patricia is. She is the person who helps you focus. She's not a real person. She's just positive Patricia rather than negative Nigel. And that is where you need to be. You've got lots and lots of wisdom, Leo, so you need to be channeling it. Lots of healing going on. I hope this made sense for you, Leo. Please let me know in the comment section below. Take care. Hello, Sagittarius. How are you? As I'm connecting to you, I've instantly crossed my arms. I'm like a little kid. My toddler, she will cross her arms and she go like that, and I feel that with you, Sagittarius. You're stamping your feet about something. What is it? Come on, tell Auntie Kellie. She needs to know. She can help you. What is it, Sagittarius, that has got your beef? You're feeling a little bit like Libra baby when she sits and she stomps. So what is it with Sagittarius? Where is this coming from? Something's giving you a headache, literally, either physically, or they're just causing you stress, or it is causing you stress. So what is it? Spiritual side. Okay, all right then. I'm going to explain these to you, so don't worry. If you're new, don't worry that I'm just waffling. So Sagittarius, spiritually, you may be thinking things have got a bit stagnant with your spiritual side, with your intuition, with your knowledge. Work may have staggered up a little bit, and you're thinking, oh God, nothing's flowing as it should be. I'm getting a bit fed up with this. You know, that kind of feeling. But the High Priestess is here because she's saying to you that you need to just listen to spirit. You need to trust. You need to be guided. Don't force anything. It's got to flow. See? Got to flow nicely, nicely, nicely. She's awake, but she's also asleep. So she's asking you to connect with your subconscious, to do some meditation, to do some deep breathing if you should need to. The High Priestess can also represent a Pisces. So you may be dealing with a Pisces. You don't have to be, but that may be who's causing this headache for you. The thing that's causing problems with you is something is at a standstill. The Hangman, he is, and do you know what? I rarely get this card out. So it's nice to see it because I'm not familiar with it. I'm not familiar with this imagery. I'm familiar with the message, but I'm not familiar with the imagery. You're trying to tap into something. You're trying to gain some inner knowledge, whether that be spiritual, religious, work-based. There's something that you want to know more about, and you just feel like you're not quite reaching it, you see? She's looking into the water for all this knowledge here, but she's not quite getting it. So I feel that's what's frustrating you as well. You're wanting to get somewhere in your life, but you're feeling restricted. You're feeling held back. There's the energy has stopped. Now, the reason that the energy stops with the Hangman is because now is not the right time. Everything must flow naturally. Like the High Priestess says, it must flow. We can't force it. So just be present in this energy. Just sit, entertain it, you know. If we're stuck here, we might as well pull up a book, sit on a chair, but just entertain it and don't stress yourself too much, because the Hangman says that we're stopping for a reason. There's a reason. You know, like if you're in a car and you get held up and you're like, oh, for God's sake, why am I not getting to that place at that time? And stressing me, I'm going to be late. I have learned that if I'm ever held up in the car, and I'm going to share something with you as well, Sagittarius. A few years back, when I was pregnant, I was going for a scan, and I was going with my husband to the hospital for a scan, and with the ticket machine took ages. And my husband was getting very frustrated. He was like, oh, this is taking so long. And then I couldn't get parked in the multi-story car park. I couldn't get there. Now stay with me, because this story is going to quite shock you. I couldn't get parked, and it was taking ages, and he was getting stressed. And I was like, look, it is what it is. And then we got out of the car, got out of the multi-story car park. And as we turned, somebody had jumped from the top of the multi-story car park. Sadly, it was a lady, and she'd already passed the spirit world. I said to my husband, she's already gone. But there were people doing, like, they literally just got to the scene. You know, it's outside the hospital. So there was people with her. The paramedics and that hadn't got there, but there was someone with her, but she'd gone. And I do believe that if we had got the ticket on time, if we had got parked on time, we would have walked out and we would have seen that happen there and then, literally right within our faces. So I do believe and I do trust that if I'm being held up, there is a big, strong reason. I am being saved from something. In that particular instance, I was being saved from seeing something that's very traumatic, that is very sad, and my heart goes out to that lady and her family, because there must have been a lot going on for them, or for her in particular. So sorry to add a little sad story there, but I felt that it was important to pass that message on to you, and Spirit gave me the go ahead. They were like, give them that message, because you need to know it's serious. If you're being held up at the minute, there's a reason, okay? So just allow it. Just allow it to flow. Stay in the Hangman just for a little bit more, because there's more work going on behind the scenes. Anyways, back to your reading. So moving forward, balance is needed. You are needing to make sure that you're not dropping anything, you're not forcing anything, like we just said. Subconsciously, you know that there has to be balance. There has to be a feeling of fairness, justice. You could also be dealing with a Libra, but you don't necessarily have to be. But this is showing me that we just need to be calm. Look, we just need to know that everything is being dealt with fairly. Some of you may be having something legal going on. Consciously, you're looking to the future and you're getting impatient. So this one is saying subconsciously, you know, you got to wait. But consciously, you know, which is you listening to me right now, is going, oh, I don't want to wait. I've done all this hard work. I don't want to wait. And this is on my Instagram today, I think. I think this is today's message. So go have a little look, because it's got some extra messages there. Up until now, you've become complacent emotionally. You're feeling a bit fed up. You're here. You're like, I'm bored. I don't know. So like I said, we've got the balance. Now, the advice that Spirit have for you is the Knight of Swords. Now, he is running forward. So his energy is very different to what I said to you about the Hangman. But he's in a rush, but he knows he's going to get to that bike on time. It's more of his passion that he's rushing with, rather than his fear of being late. He knows where he's got to go, and he's got that energy there. So I do feel that that is what Spirit is wanting you to. They're telling you to just get your thoughts in order. Now, the external influence for you is that you want to move away from something, someone, or a situation. Could be a relationship, could be a career. You're kind of done with it, and it does feel like that. You know, it feels like this thing that's coming to an ending isn't coming to an ending quick enough. But like I said to you, there's always a reason behind it. You've got a fear that there is deception here. You've got a fear that somebody or something is deceiving you. And, you know, whether I'm right or wrong there in not guiding you with what this is, because I don't feel drawn to say whether something is or isn't deceiving you. I feel that this is something that needs to play out itself. This is something that Spirit just literally, it's like there's a sheet there. They're like, you don't need to know, Kelly. You don't need to tell them. They need to figure this out themselves. And I feel this is a very important journey for you, Sagittarius. It's definitely life-changing. You know, and it doesn't have to be negative, because you're going to come back from it much better. So the outcome from this is you being in your power, you know, having more friends, community, family, lots of people around you that are going to support you. But Sagittarius, this process most definitely has to happen. I feel really like, oh, with you now. Inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she will call upon you at any time. Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you want to manifest in your life. Write it down on paper as step 1. And then flourish. The lotus flower tells you to learn from an experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. So I feel with you that soon you will get an inspiration. You will get some thought process that will come in that will give you clarity here, and then you're asked to manifest what it is that you want. Be honest about it, be clear, and then you will find that you will flourish, Sagittarius. I hope you've enjoyed that reading. I hope that wasn't, you know, that didn't bring you down at all. The message is just to help you to understand why there is a standstill in life at times, and that we are just to trust. We are not to force anything. So have a wonderful October, Sagittarius, and I shall see you soon. Take care.